Hey peeps, how's it going? Hope all is well today. Back on PES 21 with our Master League series, our ultra realistic Master League series, modded Master League series. Oh my god, it just gets longer with Crystal Palace. Here, Patrick Vieira in charge. Today's episode, we have Norwich away from home and then Watford away from home in the FA Cup. Next episode, we start off against Arsenal, but of course, that's for next episode. We're currently 9th in the league then. We have Norwich first, who are down there in 20th, last place. They haven't won a game yet, so we are looking for 3 points here today. Play the intro, and I'll see you as we're loading in. Ready with the commentary. Hello Patrick, it's Rice Cooker here. Do you believe Jack Wilshere can create a vital role for himself at Crystal Palace? Also, how are you enjoying your role as Crystal Palace manager in these first few days? Yeah, I think Jack will have great impact on the squad. He is a talented player with much to give and much to prove, so I look forward to seeing his true skill on the pitch. The job has been good so far. Got some good early results, but much to improve also. We take it day by day, but I have a vision here and that I want to achieve, and the player agrees, so we go from there. Nice afternoon here at Carrow Road as the two teams make ways to the pitch. Norwich City currently bottom of the Premier League with 0 wins to their name. Crystal Palace coming off a nice late draw against Tottenham Hotspurs in their last fixture. Both teams looking for 3 points. Norwich trying to get out of the relegation zone. Palace trying to push for those Europa League spots. For the home side then, Teemu Pukki is the lone striker. Todd Cantwell on the right side with Max Aarons behind him. Tim Krul is the goalkeeper. A few changes for the away side Crystal Palace as Hudson-Odoi has a little knock, so the two strikers are Christian Benteke, who scored the late equaliser against Tottenham, and Mateta with Zaha on the left, Araujo on the right. It's a 4-2-4 looking formation for Patrick Vieira as Gaita comes back in goal. One away here at Carrow Road, live on Sky Sports 1. Here as Brandon Williams already nice running down the left-hand side here. Teemu Pukki is in the box, and I mean, I don't want to keep talking about it each and every week we cover Crystal Palace here in the Premier League, but their defence has been the main issue. Patrick Vieira has been talking about their new defensive options that they've brought in this season and some of the defenders that they've lost. Here is Window pushing up down this left-hand side, waiting for the attackers to get into the box, but he's tackled by Ben Gibson before he can get a cross in. Vieira has been talking to the press about his tactics and about his signings and the centre-backs and defenders that Crystal Palace have to offer, and saying, you know, they may be young, they may be unexperienced compared to what they used to have, but they're trying their best and they are ready for Premier League football. So we'll see if they can hold off Teemu Pukki and the Norwich City attack, which has not been too deadly this season so far. Cantwell gets a ball in, headed out by Guehi. McLean on the volley. Okay, Gaita can keep hands to that. Benteke gets the start here today. Like we said, starting this match, Hudson-Odoi, the Crystal Palace, the usual starter for Crystal Palace, is out for only a few days. I think it's 5 days he's out for, so not a terrible knock, but he is missing this one here. Should be fully fit for the FA Cup game, but we shall see. It just means Benteke gets a start after getting that crucial point against Tottenham last time out. As Crystal Palace win a free kick here. Mateta starts up top with him, who looked quite spry, quite active when he came off the bench last game as well. So we'll see how this partnership can work. As a free kick is crossed in, header by the Palace player, but goes wide, never really challenging Tim Krul. Just lost the defender there. Nice header, but goes wayward. Everyone was saying before this game, coming into this game, that he's been not disappointed by the attack at Crystal Palace. He's obviously he's new here, and some of the players are new here as well. They made some new signings like Hudson-Odoi and such. He's looking to Wilfried Zaha as their main man going forward, but he's been finding it rather tricky. They had a fantastic start, picked up some wins early on, but he definitely can see the weaknesses in his side, especially in the defensive end, which we've been seeing game after game. And again, talking about game after game, which I don't really want to go into detail too much today because it's been every game so far, but it's just the defense opening up, leaving gaps in behind for the attackers to push into and conceding rather easy goals that Patrick Vieira, being the defensive minded midfielder that he used to be, would look to plug up and would hope his team can plug up in future, as it's just the annoying goals they're conceding. So we'll see how the defense does today, and we'll see how the striking partnership of Mateta and Benteke can handle being up front for Crystal Palace here. Todd Cantwell, a young spark for this Norwich side, struggling in the Premier League so far this season, as we thought they would come into the season, newly promoted side. Bottom of the league so far, no wins as of yet. Looking to change that here today at home. Up on the left-hand side, cross goes in. Teemu Pukki in there again. The Palace defenders do not want to leave him unmarked with those crosses. Dangerous in the air can Pukki be, as Conor Gallagher there with the late slide. He's tried to pass up. Actually gets a booking after 25 minutes, and you can hear how the Norwich fans applaud the referee there for that call. Teta for Crystal Palace tries to find Zaha, but intercepted. First half an hour, nothing really too much happening yet. No chances for either team, rather tame passing. Both teams trying to suss each other out and find the opening to get an attack away. Has Zaha and Mateta ahead of him. He uses Mateta on the turn. I thought he got nicked there. He did. Referee blows for a free kick. Edge of the box. Mateta turning the Norwich captain Gibson, and he got help from the midfield, and he goes down. It's a free kick, edge of the box. Milivojevic is taking it. It's a tough angle to get up and over the wall from this close distance. It hits off the wall, and Tim Krul with an amazing save there, reacting. A little deflection, I'm pretty sure it took off the wall there, but he managed to hold on. Well, it was definitely going in. It was on target. I'm pretty sure it had a little deflection. Fantastic chance for Palace, but incredible goalkeeping from the Netherlands goalkeeper. Now Todd Cantwell for Norwich. Up to Max Aarons. Can he keep it on here? He cannot, just about. He tried to control it, and it got away from him. Goal kick. Luis Araujo trying to make a run on Brandon Williams. He gets away from him here. Araujo on his right foot trying to cross in, and Williams gets back to block. There's a corner. Gallagher taken. Goes in. Some aerial threats for Crystal Palace. Goes back out to Gallagher. A little dink in to Christian Benteke. Wins the header. Tim Krul gets hands to it and punches over for another corner to Palace. That's what Patrick Vieira wants his team doing whenever Benteke is up top for them. Mateta's not bad in the air either, but having both of them means even more so. Get the crosses in to Benteke. We saw it against Tottenham. As soon as he came off the bench, they started crossing it in pretty much every attack, and they ended up getting a goal from it. Conor Gallagher goes down. And you can hear the Crystal Palace away fans and the players lobbying for a yellow card. And there it is, shown by the referee. The Crystal Palace players saying, well, you gave it to Gallagher for his foul earlier, which was, I mean, nothing compared to this one. You can just see Gallagher turn away just in time as Rupp absolutely takes him out from behind. It's a Palace free kick, dangerous area if you can get the cross right here. Milivojevic is taking. The ball goes in, Luis Araujo's in there. Falls over to Gallagher, touches up, goes for goal. Tim Krul with the save. Mateta's there. And he didn't know where the ball was bouncing. Couldn't find his feet. Another great save from the Norwich goalkeeper. Ward with him. Ball goes in. Wilfried Zaha was making a great run. Probably a crucial interception by Williams to head it back to Tim Krul there, as Wilfried Zaha was making an amazing run. Mateta has Gallagher. Up to Christian Benteke. Luis Araujo has Ward pushing up. Here is Ward in a dangerous area. He goes down. And it is a corner given. Williams got the ball. I think he slipped more than anything there, did Ward. Another corner to Crystal Palace. Nice ball in. Headed out again. Only as far as the Crystal Palace defender Guehi. He's being pushed by Rupp, though, who gets the tackle. And Teemu Pukki could be in behind it, but Milivojevic, the defensive midfielder's there. A poor pass. And Crystal Palace push up. And all of a sudden, Norwich are 1-on-1. Guehi's trying to track back with him. He has Todd Cantwell, who he tries to find a pretty hefty pass. Cantwell cuts back, Teemu Pukki in the box, and Guehi with a tackle. Big chance for Norwich on the counter-attack, and they absolutely blew it. A fantastic counter-attacking chance there. Palace might be countering the counter-attack here, as Ward in acres of space. A plethora of Crystal Palace players in the box, but the cross is cleared. You can see Patrick Vieira telling his players to get up to end this half. They barely have anyone back. Have to be careful for the counter-attack, but the half-time whistle is blown. Still 0-0. Second half kicking off here at Carrow Road. I think Crystal Palace have been the better team. They've had the more chances. I think they want it more. I think right now they're attacking more. They're pushing players up, whereas Norwich, I think, are happy to try hold on for a point and maybe get a last-minute counter-attack. Crystal Palace are pushing to get the go-ahead goal. They do have to be careful, though. Like I said, when we saw at the end of the first half there, you can push your players up trying to get a goal, but if Norwich can pull off one counter-attack and make it 1-0, then they just have to defend for the rest of the game. It can really bite you when you push your players up. Rashica checks in for Norwich. Here's a free kick. Wilfried Zaha clears it. Up to Gallagher. He has Benteke running ahead of him. He can find Benteke in behind. Nice touch. He has Mateta across. Benteke using his strength. Goes for goal. And as he was pushed, he just sliced the shot. VIERA is absolutely fuming at that chance there. Lovely counter-attack by Crystal Palace. Benteke got in behind. And he used his strength to hold off the defender. But just last minute, he got pushed and slipped as he shot, resulting in a terrible shot from that close. It's a triple sub from Vieira's side as Jack Wilshere joins Gallagher in the midfield. Eze hops on the right-hand side and Elise on the left. Two new wingers. Mateta goes off. Here's Todd Cantwell open in the box and he scores for Norwich. The home side go ahead out of nowhere, and exactly what we said. Crystal Palace push up. You can see Vieira is absolutely fuming at his defence there. Just after making the substitutions, it is Todd Cantwell for Norwich City, putting them 1-up against Crystal Palace. Rashica, fresh off the bench, running down this left-hand side, using his speed past Joel Ward, who just could not keep up with him. Lovely run down the left-hand side. Ball goes in, and no one picking up Todd Cantwell. Open in the box. Beautiful header. I mean, scoring ahead of you, you'd think it would be Timu Pukki. Lovely camera angle here. You can see Rashica. Incredible cross in. Finding Cantwell at the back post. Cushion header into the bottom corner. Gaita has no chance. And Norwich City find themselves leading a Premier League game. Well, it's like we said with Vieira's side, you push up, and all of a sudden you get caught in the counter-attack and you find yourselves 1-0 down against the run of form. And that's exactly what's happened here. They've put bodies forward. No one was left in the box. No one knew where the cross was going. Cantwell knew exactly where it was going. On his head into the bottom corner to put his team up 1-0 at home here. Here's Benteke up to Wilfried Zaha, playing more centrally now. Here's Wilfried Zaha in behind on his left foot, forcing Tim Krul into another great save. Krul has been massive for Norwich this game. Here's Eze on the right side. Ball goes in, is cleared out. The goal scorer, Todd Cantwell, up on the right-hand side now, bodied off the ball by Guehi, using his strength. Here is Elise, trying to find Benteke, intercepted. And Norwich now have to hold on to this lead. I say hold on, the chip through ball. Pukki's in behind here. The goalkeeper comes out. The defence and the goalkeeper, the communication was scrambled. Timu Pukki, great chance, but it's a Crystal Palace goal kick. Timu Pukki over to Rashica, just touched by Anderson. A crucial touch there. As Norwich, they're not sitting back with a 1-0 lead. They're still pushing, trying to get another counter-attack to potentially double their advantage here. Now with Jack Wilshere. Into Wilfried Zaha, trying to find Benteke, intercepted. Back to the left back. Up to Elise, intercepted by Max Aarons, using his pace there to get in front of the ball. Now with Williams. Up to Rashica. Ward on him. Rashica got in behind for their first goal. He's got in behind again here. Joel Ward just can't keep up with the Rashica. Can he get another cross? And he can. This time Gaita read the cross, got off his line quickly enough to intercept it. All up to Timu Pukki. Good interception by Guehi. He has Elise up on the left, but the pass goes wayward. And you can see Crystal Palace players, I think, start to get a bit frustrated with themselves. Being 1-0 down here, they're pushing, trying to make these extravagant passes, just trying to get the ball up as quick as they can. They're not actually taking their time to think about the passing. There we've seen it again. They're trying to force an attack to try and get back in this game, and that's where Norwich have put them. With Norwich scoring first, that's the position Crystal Palace are in now, where they're trying to put bodies forward, trying to get up as quick as they can, and they're just gifting away the possession every single chance. Here is McLean up to Cantwell. He's already got a goal to his name. In behind here is Todd Cantwell, lays off Pukki, first time shot. He's scuffed that one and the goalkeeper can hold on. Norwich, since going 1-0 up, Norwich have had more chances than Crystal Palace, I think. Elise, again, making a run behind, but Max Aarons has been fantastic on that right-hand side of the defence at getting those last-minute interceptions. Rashica being a big impact off the bench as well. Absolutely phenomenal sub from Norwich. Here's Timu Pukki in the box. Guehi using his strength yet again. And look, ball hoofed up to Zaha, intercepted, and Norwich have another attack. That's all that's been happening since they go 1-0 up. The long shot forcing Gaita into a good save. Nathaniel Klein looks to be warming up for Crystal Palace. I think it's a good sub to get Joel Ward off. He's been absolutely terrible on this right-hand side of the defence, especially in this second half. Just not been able to use his pace. Rashika gets in behind every single attack, and I think if Ward stays on, they have a good chance of making it 2-0. So I think bringing Klein on a bit of pace is probably a good idea. Now with Wilfred Zaha up to Benteke, and now that they have players back, they have no one up there with them. Here's Winder on the left-hand side. Crystal Palace slowing it down just a little bit. At least over to Nathaniel Klein now. Trying to make a run down the left-hand side, but Norman, fantastic interception. Norwich are not letting anything through the defence now, and a lovely 1-2. Rashika's through again. Klein's pushed up, and he has the same problem Ward has had, where Jack Wilshere has to come over to cover. Here is Rashika. Jack Wilshere on him. He gets to cross in. And good clearance out, just about. Benteke flicks onto Zaha, but now it's a 1-on-3 attack by Wilfred Zaha. He gets past Kabak, though. Lovely touch from Wilfred Zaha. He's doing it all alone. He goes for goal, forcing Tim Krul into another good save. He had no one with him. Great run by the main man at Crystal Palace, but he needed some help. Lovely move to skip away from the defence, but not going to score from that distance. Cantwell has Max Aarons pushed up. Guehi now on him, blocking the cross. It's a corner kick with 7 to play. We've seen Benteke get a late equaliser against Tottenham. Time is really starting to wind down now, though. Lovely ball in. Todd Cantwell's open again. Oh, Gaito, that's a great save. And Todd Cantwell almost had a brace of headers. Something I thought I'd never see, to be honest. He just wiggles his way open in the box when the cross comes in. Lovely chance. Great save by the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. And maybe now Palace on the counter-attack. Wilfred Zaha up against Ben Gibson. Has Benteke in the box. Nice touch by Zaha. Now in the box. He's going to go for goal. And it's going to hit the side netting. Not a good chance. Maybe should look for a pass across. Lovely pass in behind, but Zaha maybe just forcing the attack a bit too much there. Well, it's coming up to the end of the game here. Norwich still leading 1-0, and I think it's time to start talking about the man of the match here at Carrow Road. And I mean, it's one of 2 players, I think. It's either the goal scorer or the assister, Todd Cantwell or Rashika. I know Rashika came off the bench, so it's probably going to go to Todd Cantwell, I think, but all credit goes to Rashika. Came off the bench, made such an impact to this Norwich side, who we really didn't think were going to have too many chances this game. As soon as he came on this left-hand side, it's been chance after chance for Norwich. They look like a different team with him on the left-hand side. Crystal Palace, although they had chances, I think Tim Krul is also another big shout for man of the match, keeping a clean sheet here at home. Fantastic goalkeeping performance from him to be able to hold on to the clean sheet after an array of chances from this hungry Crystal Palace team. There goes the full-time whistle. 1-0 win as Norwich pick up their first win of the season. Crystal Palace are not going to be pleased with that. You can see on Patrick Vieira's face, he is not pleased with it. There is the man of the match, Todd Cantwell, after getting his goal. Almost got a double late on there, but Gaita forced to make a great save. This one ends Norwich City 1, Crystal Palace 0.
Hi Patrick, what do we expect from the players and team this season? Are we going to see Crystal Palace in the top 10 at the end of the season?
Yeah, I think the players know what I expect of them in every game. Play hard, win games, and just try to do our best in each situation. I think top 10 is doable for the squad we have, but we have to make sure we get the points in the games where we do play well. It's a tough league, but we're going to try our best. Elsewhere, Tottenham Hotspurs pick up their first win this season, a 4-2 home win against Leeds. Newcastle United drop 1-0 to Everton, 4-2 win for Watford over Burnley, and a 2-0 away lead for Liverpool over Arsenal. West Ham, a big lead against Southampton, 4-0. Man City, 3-0 over Brighton. A draw at Stamford Bridge, 2-2. Chelsea, Man U. Wolverhampton Wanderers pick up a 1-0 win against Brentford, and Aston Villa drop at home to Leicester, 1-0. Frustrating game there against Norwich, boys. Frustrating game as we now drop to 12th. 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses. Very frustrating. We'll move on to the FA Cup after a nice long break. Utsun Adwasa should also be back. I love this new gameplay mod. It's so nice to play with. It's very challenging, but I do really, really enjoy it. Oh, I do love an FA Cup fixture. Hitting at Vicarage Road, we have Watford taking on Crystal Palace as well. It's already going for goal. Jack Butland in goal for Crystal Palace. You can see what it means to Sarr to miss that shot. Early chance for Watford. Looking for a big win here at home against Crystal Palace. Great save by Jack Butland as he got hands to that one. Forcing it wide for an early corner to Watford. Jack Butland back in the team for Crystal Palace, as is Hudson-Odoi today up top with Christian Benteke. Patrick Vieira keeping the two-striker formation as Crystal Palace look to bounce back off that 1-0 loss against Norwich. James Tompkins back in the team at the back as well. Nathaniel Klein starts right back. Here is Musa Sissoko going for goal. Is blocked up and headed out. Watford off to a great start here. Danny Rose up on the left-hand side. Anderson on him. The cross is intercepted and not really cleared as Sissoko picks up. Kuka goes for goal. Again, forcing a monster save. Well, Watford has really come to play here. They've really come to play here today. As Crystal Palace, not really in this game just yet. The ball is rolling towards the Palace goal as Jack Butland was out of position. Cleared, and Crystal Palace, I mean, still not in breathing room here. Still in their own half, but maybe now can finally get some breathing space. As the ball is given away. Hectic start here at Vicarage Road as Watford are really taking it to the Premier League side Crystal Palace. Now with Sema, ball goes in. Sarah's in the box. Headed out, and Araujo can pick it up. He loses it. The Kuka goes for goal. Butland, another great save. Big start by Jack Butland. Forced to make a lot of big saves here early on for Crystal Palace. As Gaeta not selected for this one, but so far, Jack Butland seems like he's up for it. I don't know what's happening with Watford. Patrick Vieira shouting non-stop at his team on the touchline right now as Watford are dominating this game so far. Now with Dennis. Up to Kuka. Into Sarr. Goes for goal again, this time blocked. Out for another Watford corner. Etebo. Sissoko over to Tufan. Into Dennis. Good tackle by Gallagher. And maybe a counter-attack here for Crystal Palace. The first chance to actually breathe as Gallagher's pushing up. He has Hudson-Odoi ahead of him. He uses Hudson-Odoi, who's in behind the Watford defence. Goalkeeper comes out. Hudson-Odoi goes for goal. And just goes wide on his left foot as he's pushed to the ground. Oh, it's an unfortunate miss for him there as he looks for a goal. He's not been in the best of form recently. Pundits and fans really against him as of late as he's not been scoring for his new side Crystal Palace. That one just going wide of the post as the goalkeeper came out to close the angle. Good effort from Palace though. Nice to see them have a counter-attack and actually have a chance at goal as, again, Watford have been dominating this game so far. That was the first chance for Crystal Palace. Dennis overlapping Tufan. Cross goes in. Cleared emphatically by the Crystal Palace defence. Here's Kuka. Edge of the box, Sissoko. Not afraid of a long shot. He shoots. Goes for it. Butland, another big save. You can see what it means to him getting another chance with this Palace team. And not letting it go to waste so far. Save after save after save. This one by Sissoko. Good shot on target. Strong hand away. Tufan switching the play to Danny Rose. Into Etebo. Back to Danny Rose. Lovely run from the left back. Cuts back onto his right foot for some reason. Sema has it. He's pushed down in the box. And the referee whistles. And I think he's given a penalty. He points to the spot. And he's given a penalty. The Crystal Palace players cannot believe it. He shoos them away. And he is adamant that that is a penalty. Let's take another look at it as Sema picks up the ball. I thought Tompkins... Oh, there's a little bit of a push. I think he goes down fairly easy, Sema. He goes down fairly easy. Jack Butland's been in great form so far. Sarr steps up to take the penalty. Jack Butland is sent the wrong way. And Watford make it 1-0 at Vicarage Road. The home fans won't be arguing too much. The Palace fans and the manager are absolutely furious that that penalty was given. It seemed soft to me for James Tompkins. He has just come back from a suspension recently in the Premier League. And, I mean, that won't do his confidence any good. You can see it there again, just shoulder to shoulder, using his strength. And the penalty was given straight away by the referee. And Sarr makes no doubt about it. Top corner, 1-0 Watford. Well, Palace find themselves in a hole again. Much like in that Norwich game, where now they're one behind. And have to push back, put players forward to try and get themselves back into this game here. Could be a massive result for Watford to go through if they can hold on. But there's still a lot of football left. Here's Hudson-Odoi to Benteke. Tries to find Hudson-Odoi again, but didn't quite make the run through. Here's Edouard. Looking for Benteke. Intercepted, but Benteke stays on it. Goes for goal on his left foot. Goalkeeper saves. It stays in as Benteke tries to whip it back across for Araujo, but the Watford goalkeeper can parry for a Palace corner. You can see the two-striker formation is what Patrick Vieira wants to accomplish with this Crystal Palace side as he sticks with the two-striker formation, but they need to start being more clinical in front of goal. I mean, now that you have two strikers, they need to start being more clinical, scoring more goals if Vieira is going to be sticking with it. Now it's Sissoko. Up to Sema, who won the penalty to make this game 1-0. Lovely early cross in. Sarr off the post. Musa Sissoko rebound. And Watford have just doubled their advantage. Lovely cross in. Sissoko goes to the corner flag to celebrate. What a cross in. Sarr just hits the post. Who was first to strike? None other than Sissoko. Round the defender. Lovely ball in. Sarr got his foot to it. Off the post. The Crystal Palace defenders didn't know where the ball landed. And Sissoko did not look at him running deep there. Did not take his eyes off the ball the entire attack. He watched it go in. Watched it hit off the post. Didn't give up on it. And it's an open goal. Easiest goal you like. 2-0 Watford. Well, that's a big response. I mean, to going 1-0 up via a penalty, the response you don't just want to sit back and take on all the pressure from the other team trying to get back into the game. You want to go get a second and put the pressure even more on the team you're beating, and that's exactly what Watford have just done with this second goal. Luis Araujo up on the right-hand side, tries to whip it in. That one goes out for a goal kick, though. He's had a tough time at Crystal Palace since his debut. Scored in his debut, but since then, been rather hard for him to get into the Premier League. I think the pace of the league and the difficulty of the league has really caught up to him since joining as a free transfer. But he's a good player. I'm sure he'll start to spark up once again once he finds his form. But it's just about getting that confidence in the Premier League. There is Sarr in the box for Watford again. Going for a third. Holding off all the defenders. Sissoko now lining up for a shot. Tackled last second by Gallagher. Into Sarr, back to Kuka. One more to Sarr, goes for goal. You can tell he wants one today. He's had chance after chance. Keeps looking like he's likely to score. Of course, almost scored in their second goal. Hitting the post. He wants one, does Ismaila Sarr. And, I mean, if he keeps going like this, I think one's coming for him. At this rate, I can see Watford going 3-0 up. Here's Dennis on the right side. Ball goes across. Sissoko's in there. Sissoko gets his head to the ball first. And Sissoko gets his second. Watford's third. And the home fans are absolutely going mental as they are well on course now to knock out a Premier League side in the FA Cup. Lovely pass to the right side. Seema picks it up. Windle goes to the floor. Lovely ball in. Sissoko, again, first to attack like a striker, like a poacher. Does not take his eyes off the ball. He attacks it well, attacks it strong, and his header is planted into the bottom corner. Well, I'm sure this is not the first half Patrick Vieira and Crystal Palace were expecting away from home against Watford. 3-0 after 40 minutes. Now with Zaha, Sarr on him, winning the ball back for Watford. Different ball comes. Wijnald's pushing up on the left-hand side, header out by the Watford defence, only as far as Gallagher. Back into Hudson-Odoi, but cleared. Again, strongly this time by Watford. Down on the left-hand side is Wijndal. Into Hudson-Odoi, touch and shot on his left foot is on target, but Bachmann can hold on for the save. Down to Wijndal. On this left-hand side, Benteke in the box. Cross is hit. Back off Wijndal, and it's a Watford throw in the added time of half-time. And it's half-time here in the FA Cup, and this is why I said at the beginning of the game, I love the FA Cup. You never know what is going to happen, and Watford, the Championship team, fighting to knock out Crystal Palace of the Premier League as they are 3-0 up here in the first half. Been absolutely dominating, 13 shots to 4. Been an incredible performance from the home side. Hudson-Odoi is off. Looks like they're going for Zaha Benteke, the two strikers. Again, like Patrick Vieira likes to do in the second half of games. Put Zaha a bit more centrally if he's not in the game. That man there, Jack Wilshere, also checks in for the away side. Here is Wilfried Zaha, more centrally now. He had a great chance against Norwich last game at the end after moving into the striker position. Vieira did say earlier in the week that he wants to try Zaha down the middle a bit more. It just depends on the game, the opposition they're playing and the game plan that they set out. But I think Benteke with his height and his strength and Zaha with his speed up top is a nice striking partnership if they can get it to work. We haven't seen it so far, them two working as well as I think they can, but we'll see if it can provide a different second half for Crystal Palace and Patrick Vieira here now. Sema, Nathaniel Klein falls to the floor. Sema can pick up the ball goes in, headed out, and as far as the table on the volley, blocked by Wijndal. Luis Araujo now on the left-hand side as Eze is on the right-hand side. So it looks like they've swapped their wingers. Bad pass into Sarr, goes for goal. Jack Butland with another fantastic save. Corner kick given to Watford. I mean, Butland, aside from the 3 goals he's conceded, which, takes a lot away, I think, from the saves he's made. But he's had to make a lot of saves of Watford. They've had about 15 shots 13 in the first half. Started strong this second half already. He's had to do a lot, as well as conceding 3 and conceding 4. As Dennis from the cross. Watford are absolutely running rampant against the Premier League side. Dennis can't believe it. Neither can that man, Patrick Vieira. He does not look happy. From the corner, the short corner, Sissoko gets the cross in, and Dennis is first to react. Look at that, jumping over all of the Crystal Palace defenders. Crystal Palace defense has been absolutely nowhere. We've been talking about it for weeks now, the Crystal Palace defense, letting passes in behind and whatnot. But my oh my, have they been absolutely non-existent in the air here today. The aerial prowess from Watford has been absolutely dominating, as crosses have just been left, leaving them stunned, the Crystal Palace defenders. They have not known how to react to it. And it's 4-0 in the FA Cup. And Watford maybe looking to make it 5. Another cross in. Butland can hold on there. The Watford fans have been non-stop all day today. And I mean, you can tell why. It's a massive result against the Premier League side. Really showing maybe, you know, they should be back in the Premier League next season if this is how they're playing against Premier League opposition. 4-0. And that's the wonder of the FA Cup. You know, when the lower down team, the team's not in the top, not in the Premier League, can take it to the Premier League oppositions and really get a massive win for their club. It's absolutely incredible. You don't get it anywhere else. I mean, take nothing away from Watford, like we've seen here. They're playing amazing football. I mean, we can see their attack is whip it in, get it in the box as much as possible. But if it's working like this, I see no reason why that wouldn't be your target. You know, another cross in, this time blocked. Crystal Palace have had no answer down this wing, especially this left-hand side with Sema. He's been absolutely phenomenal here today as he's pushing Eze off the ball. Another cross goes in. Anderson can clear it out, and Eze, a late foul there. Referee blows his whistle. I think he may be showing a card. No, it's just a talking to Eze off the bench. You can see Eze, I think it's just frustration at this point. It really is, sliding late. Probably lucky to get away with just a talking to there. It's pure frustration at this point. 4-0 down with no comeback in sight. I mean, Sissoko off the crossbar. Look to get a hat-trick. Musa Sissoko. Again, it's just the aerial. There's no aerial prowess in this Crystal Palace defence. Potential counter-attack is Christian Benteke is running, and lovely slide tackle from the defender. Benteke is not even arguing. Beautiful tackle on the counter-attack there. Just no speed from the Crystal Palace striker. Sissoko off the crossbar from the header. Crystal Palace was stunned again. This is going to be a wake-up call. You know, in the Premier League against teams like Tottenham and whatnot, you know, even though Norwich was their first win, fair enough, it's in the Premier League, it's a tough competition. You never know what's going to happen. Ball goes in for Benteke, a bit too much for him there. Falls too loose. Araujo going to go for goal, lofting over the goalkeeper, but goes wide of the target. But I think this is definitely going to be a wake-up call for Patrick Vieira to sort out that defence 1-0, because you can't be conceding 4, even in the FA Cup, to concede 4 goals like this. 4 similar goals too, down the wing, crossing in. It was just like Norwich with Rashica crossing into Todd Cantwell of all players. It's definitely an issue at Selhurst Park, is the aerial defence, and I think if teams are starting to see these exploits, they're going to continue to do it against Crystal Palace here. So something he's looking at from Vieira's side. Gallagher down line to Eze, looking for Christian Benteke in behind, but Backman off his line very, very quickly there, not allowing anything to develop. 15 minutes left. Crystal Palace fans, a lot of them have left the stadium already. A lot of them left after that 4th went in. It's looking, I mean, later and later. Wilfred Zaha, nice tackle. Christian Benteke is in the box. The cross does not find him, though. And it's chances like that. I know they're 4-0 down, but it's chances like that they have throughout the games that they just throw away. And that is why they're going to be dropping points in the Premier League. That's why they are crashing out of the FA Cup here today, just gifting away chances on when they're attacking. And I mean, obviously the defence is an issue. You know, letting in 4 goals is against any team is never fun, especially against a Championship team. But when you're not taking your chances on the attacking side as well, it just the whole team loses momentum, loses confidence, and the results end up like this. I mean, take nothing away from Watford. I know they're a Championship side, but they've been nothing short of phenomenal here. They came here with a game plan, and they implemented it to perfection against Crystal Palace. So, I mean, you can't say, oh, Crystal Palace were off or Crystal Palace should have done better. You have to give credit where credit's due to this Watford side, who have been absolutely dominating here at home against a Premier League opposition. And they will be celebrating after this full-time whistle is blown, I assure you of that. Wilfried Zaha. Benteke making a run. Troost-Ekong is there, though, to head it back. 5 minutes left on the clock. Joshua King off the bench. On this left-hand side, Nathaniel Klein goes sliding in, missing out. Anderson comes over to help. Nice tackle there. Wilfried Zaha, 1-2 with Christian Benteke. Looking back for Wilfried Zaha. In behind it, great chance. And he finally gets his goal for the Crystal Palace team. He runs to pick up the ball. Is it too little too late? I mean, the Crystal Palace fans, most of them of which are gone. The Crystal Palace players celebrate the goal, but I think they know it's too little too late. 4-1 here to Watford as they try to restart things here. They've got their goal. It was Wilfried Zaha linking up with Benteke. So maybe this two-man striking partnership is what we're going to see more of. Zaha down the middle. The keeper gets hands to it, but not enough. Goes into the bottom corner. Makes it 4-1. Very late on here again. At this point, it's just a consolation goal. We're in stoppage time, and I think the goal was coming, but there it is. 4-1 for the home side, Watford. Crystal Palace will go home absolutely devastated with themselves. I think Vieira needs to seriously, and again, we've been saying this week after week, so at what point does it become too much? But Vieira seriously needs to have a talk with that defence, because it's getting to a point now where teams are starting to exploit it. End of the day here at Vicarage Road. Watford 4, Crystal Palace 1. Oh, what a terrible result, boys. I'm loving this gameplay mod. I'm loving how difficult it is, but wow, we need to sign more defenders. I'm not going to read through everyone because there's a lot of FA Cup games, but we bow out to Watford. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys enjoy that it's difficult too, because I actually really enjoy the fact that it's difficult on Superstar difficulty now. We have Arsenal next. The way we've been defending, oh boy. Let me know, do you think we should change tactics, change formation maybe? I'm liking Zaha up top. But I think something needs to change. Remember, if you want to be featured in these videos, leave a comment down below asking a question as if you're a journalist, and Patrick Vieira will hold interviews answering your questions. But yeah, hope you have enjoyed this episode and you're enjoying this series. I'm going to have to be awesome as regents-k-i-d, and I'm signing up. Bye for now. Much of always take care and peace.
I can't believe this kid, man. Stand up for an Egypt kid. Slaps here, man, get murked. 2 paintings in a whip, I'm a regents-k-i-d in the back like Donny Demur. Sat in the back like Donny Demur. I think the blonde thing's feeling Harry. He in the middle, he putting in work. Coming like something like Coffee Kawasi. If he up top, then he's scoring a hattie. Same way he does when a man plays clubs. This year the Brody hit 10k. Next year that's 50,000.